I knew someone who has regularly complained about a person at his office who was, how should we say, challenging to get along with. He was considering even getting a new job. He was just fed up with working with this person. And I warned him that every job has workers who exhibit the same kinds of behaviors. People are people. Some are great, some are difficult. It's up to management not to ignore bad behavior. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. The different personality types of people you may be working with and what to do about them. People have been trying to figure out why people behave in certain ways for thousands of years. One theory was that certain moods and behaviors were caused by too much or too little bodily fluids. Yep, back many years ago, physicians actually tried to track blood and yellow bile and black bile and phlegm as a way of understanding people. We've come a long way. Since that time, the behaviors of people have been researched by psychologists, and we're beginning to see certain patterns develop in people. That understanding can really help managers deal with employees who exhibit certain characteristics. Take, for example, the worker who always seems unhappy. If you pay close attention, you might be able to see some early warning signs. Might include increased absenteeism, a decline in the quality of the person's work, a higher level of complaints, and even a change in appearance or personal hygiene. You need to figure out what triggered this type of behavior. That means you have to have a private conversation with the unhappy employee and tell them what you're observing and ask them to share what caused this dramatic change. You might be able to address their concerns or respond to rumors that they're just worried about. They may be dealing with something at home, at which point you can refer them to your organization's employee assistance program. Now, let's say you have someone on your staff who is just very argumentative. Some people think it's a sport to argue and disagree with others. Researchers tell us that it's sometimes a defense mechanism by someone who wants to demonstrate knowledge when all they're doing is expressing an opinion. In that case, you should probably explain to that person, again, what you're observing and why their behavior is disruptive to your unit or your department. It's possible that the troublesome employee may be even unaware of their behavior and how it's disrupting the workplace. So, by pointing out specific examples of such behavior and discussing them, a previously problematic employee may be able to change their behavior in the future. Being aware of the disruptive behavior can sometimes be enough to mitigate it altogether. Also, in discussing the issue with the employee, you may find an underlying cause leading them to act out in the workplace. Let the person know you're always open to questions, but that you have to set boundaries and discuss what those boundaries might be. Now, what if your challenging employee is a grandstander? That's the person who shows off and likes to take credit for every accomplishment. This person just craves attention and is likely not aware of how he is being perceived. With a person like this, you may have to describe what you've observed and how it is being perceived by others. Make it clear that his reputation is being hurt by the way he is viewed. Now, his ego may prevent him from agreeing immediately, which is why you'll likely need to follow up every time you notice an outburst. These are just four of the problematic personality types you're likely to encounter in the workplace, and there are others. There's the person who's afraid to make a decision, the person who can't accept criticism, may even cry, or someone who is so disorganized that they lose track of meaningful work. I've looked at the research and how you can be more effective in dealing with each of these personality type. In fact, that's lesson 3 in my online course, Managing Difficult People. Sooner or later, we will all have to deal with workers who cause these kinds of issues. So my 90-minute online on-demand seminar will provide you with the knowledge and confidence to deal with problem workers. It's called Managing Difficult People. You can find more information at my website, daveedwardsmedia.com. Click on courses.